Hello everybody, my name is Tamar Brosh, and for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm a positive psychology coach and I'm the head trainer and instructor in the expansion method in Berlin. I don't know about you, but lately my Facebook feed is full of news regarding many climate problems, like the fires in Australia or global warming in general. So our awareness is hopefully increasing as far as global warming and climate changes are concerned. And I just had a really interesting conversation with my friend Carlos the other day, who did his master's in sustainability. And one problem he pointed at was there is a gap between what we know about the causes for these climate changes and what we are willing to do in order to solve it. And I told him, this is my problem from my point of view as a therapist and a positive psychology coach. That many people, through therapy and coaching, learn of the root cause of their problems, and they even often see what is needed to be done to start a new path that would lead them to a much better life. Yet, not everybody can actually convert their insight and understanding into a new habit. Or maybe they are not always willing to pay the price of change. Now everybody knows that carrying untreated negative emotions is not a good thing, right? I mean, who wants to constantly feel bad? So our direct experience of carrying within us negativity is not something healthy, and it definitely doesn't help us to gain more friends or success. Yet, what do we actually do about it? Are we at all interested in changing it? Are we even aware of the fact we are carrying so much negativity within us? Because you see, it's not just about feeling an emotion of pain or sadness or a feeling of loss. These feelings are pretty obvious, and it's much easier to realize and feel directly our negativity when we feel those emotions. But what about all our subtle negativity? What about our inner judgment we constantly direct through our thoughts, either towards ourselves or others? So let's take a little test together. And for that, please close your eyes for a moment. And I want you now to feel yourself from within. We're going to test your level of negativity. So take a moment and listen to the way you feel. And on a scale from 0 to 10, when 0 is being very negative and 10 is being really positive, try to find a number that would illustrate or describe where you are on the positive/negative scale. Now I will tell you a secret. Most of the times the number we give is not true. Not because we want to lie, but because our level of awareness and our ability to be inwardly honest is not always so developed, or it's not always so clear. So to make it a little more accurate, even though we are not being too scientific here, try to ask yourself the following question. If I ask your friends or family or parents or your colleagues or any person who knows you, where would they locate you on that scale? What number would they give us? The truth of your inner state would be closer to the second number. Now, if your number is between 0 and 5, that means the level of negativity is pretty high. And one thing I've noticed during the years while working with people is that negativity is just another form of pollution. When we are negative, or when we feel bad and we don't treat it, or we just ignore it, repress it, or just bypass it, this negativity finds its ways to flow to our environment, and your environment starts with your body and your mind and thoughts and emotions. And it also includes your physical home, your family and friends, and many other people in your circle. When our emotional body is not treated, we get to hurt ourselves and other people around us. We resort to addictions. We eat too much, we smoke, we drink alcohol, we take drugs, and in our ignorance and pain, we do so many harmful things. And this harmful behavior starts with inner decisions, and our decision starts with feeling bad and having no hope sometimes. And I can understand all that because I used to feel really bad myself, and I didn't know what to do. I had no tools to treat my negativity, just like you. I also had parents who had no idea, nobody taught them in school or in university, so I just did what you probably do, which is doing the best we could. The problem with the best that we do is that it's most of the times just really not enough. So I was very lucky on my path to meet my teacher, Shai Tubali, who is a very wise and insightful person. And he taught me how to work with my negative emotional body. He told me I carry a lot of rage and sorrow in my heart, and that if I don't take care of it, I would suffer much. And it was true. And one of the best things I've learned from Shai was the expansion method. So for those of you who are not acquainted yet with the expansion method, it's really a wonderful and powerful way to expand our consciousness, gain clarity and insight, and access deep states of meditation and healing. And as I was working with the expansion on my negative emotions, I saw that the levels of pain and disappointment and bitterness were far worse than I thought. Because you see, we all hide the truth from ourselves. We don't really want to know how we really actually feel because it's just too painful. But today, my message to you is that feeling negative emotions and neglecting taking care of them is maybe one of the worst things you can do to yourself and to others. All our decisions and all our actions stem from our untreated, immature, wounded emotional body. And I'm really not trying to insult anybody, because like I said, that was my case as well. I just had the fortune to meet a teacher and a practice that both helped me so much to heal and mature my emotional system. So even though they didn't really teach us at school or anywhere else how to deal with our negativity, it doesn't mean there are no wonderful ways out there to work on it. And I feel it's our responsibility. And I know responsibility is a heavy word, but I actually do want to use it today when I'm speaking to you, because I strongly believe that one of the greatest motivations for self-healing and transformation is the benefit of everyone around us, whether it is the closest people to us or remote people we don't even know. When we heal our negativity, when we cultivate our positive emotions, when we grow in awareness and open our hearts more and more, we become gifts to the world, and we can really make a change. And I think today, when we are all witnessing together the results of ignorance and the simple refusal to move from our comfort zone in the face of global warming and other terrible problems in the world, it is our personal and sacred responsibility to decide today that it's time to heal our negativity and transform it for the sake of the world. So on this occasion, I want to invite you to participate in a special weekend seminar that will happen at the end of February. In this weekend, I'm going to teach you why it is important to cultivate your positive emotions on a daily basis and give you the tool that can help you expand your positive emotion reservoir. And we will also learn how to transform and process negative emotions in our system in a way that makes us free, light, happy, and present. I'm truly looking forward to meeting each and every one of you on this special seminar, which is the first out of 3. At the end of this weekend, you will have a deeper and more intimate understanding of your emotions, and you will have a powerful tool you can use every time you want to enlarge your positivity and go into meditative states, or whenever you need to process and resolve a negative moment. So I'm really looking forward to diving into these topics with you at the end of February and expand together.